It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty woods, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in this neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Hello again, television neighbor. Here we are, visiting again. See what I brought for you today. This original sin, the scene selection booklet that you see right here, the golden compass booklet that you see right here, and the cat and the beanstalk book that you see right here. And I would like to read you a quick page, television neighbors, before we have some make-believe and before I sing you a song. Long ago, a girl named Kate lived with her mother in a humble cottage. One day, after a hard winter, her mother was in despair. We are sure to die from hunger, she said, unless we sell our only cow to get money for food. Kat was a plucky girl who loves to help. Don't worry, she said, giving her mother a hug. I'll take care of everything. And she went out for market with their cow. And now, before we have some make-believe, I've got a song for you. It's good to look carefully, listen carefully. You will learn a lot of things carefully. Look, and listen. It's good to look carefully, listen carefully. That's a lot of things to learn carefully. Look, and listen. Some things are very confusing. Some things are very strange. But if you ask one of the things, one or two, you'll learn to suggest a change in you. If you would look carefully, listen carefully, you will learn a lot of things carefully. Look, and listen. All right. Well, I think it's time to get the trolley, and we'll have some make-believe right now. All right. Now, we've been pretending that Lady Elaine Fairchild was making a horrible mistake at the neighborhood farm with old Goat. And Queen Sarah was very upset with Lady Elaine Fairchild's misbehavior. Well, let's pretend that Mr. McFeely, played by my dad, is going to talk with Lady Elaine Fairchild about her misbehavior right now. And let's see what's going to happen when Mr. McFeely has a few words to say to Lady Elaine Fairchild. So let's make believe some more about that now, as the trolley goes by the castle in the neighborhood of make believe. Are you ready to go, trolley? Okay. Ba ba.
Black sheep, have you any wool?
No, ba. It's old goat.
Okay, that's me.
No, you're Mr. McFeely.
Oh, that's who I thought I was.
And I'm old goat.
You're the old goat? Oh, ba, old goat.
Yes.
Yeah, well, sometimes sheep sound like goats, Ba, black sheep, have you any wool? You know how it goes. You know that song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, Sonny, I've come to realize what mistake I made at the neighborhood farm. It's Lady Elaine Fairchild.
Oh, Lady Elaine Fairchild. You're fessing up to your mistake?
Yes, I am.
And can you tell us all what your mistake was?
Yes, dear. My mistake was I lost my temper, and my mistake was I shouldn't have lost my temper at old goat and Queen Sarah for disturbing the peace.
Yes, well, Lady Fairchild, have you since found your temper and put it back where it belongs?
Yes, I have, dear.
And are you going to keep it under wraps from now on?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because a temper is a terrible thing to lose. And we hope that we can always find it because we know where we put it, where it's supposed to stay.
Yes, dear.
Okay, very good.
And we'd like to thank you too, Trolley, for helping Mr. McFeely and Lady Elaine Fairchild correct Lady Elaine Fairchild for making her mistakes. Goodbye, Trolley. Well, Mr. McFeely sure helped Lady Elaine Fairchild know the many healthy ways of making and correcting her mistakes in that neighborhood of make-believe. Well, now I think it's time to go visit our neighborhood buffalo ranch. I have a good friend of mine who works there and tames wild make-believe buffaloes who roam free around there. and his name is Mr. Ralph Domino. And I'd like for you to meet Mr. Ralph Domino and see how he takes care of these wild but beautiful make-believe buffalo. So come along with me and we can go and see these wild but make-believe buffalo. Come along. Ralph!
Victor! Hey, good to see you, pal. How you been?
Good.
Good. What you up to?
Well, I'd like to introduce you to my television friend. This is Mr. Ralph Domino.
Not to be confused with the pizza chain. Hello, hello. Nice to meet you.
He takes care of these wild but beautiful make-believe buffalo.
I do. It's so much fun. I just love it.
So, Mr. Domino.
Oh, you can call me Ralph.
I like to just call you Mr. Domino.
Okay, Mr. Sprinkle.
So Mr. Domino.
Yes, Mr. Sprinkle.
Will you show us your wild but beautiful, make-believe, buffalo?
Oh, well, sure. Do you have a good imagination?
Yes, I do.
And does your television neighbor have a good imagination?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well then, here is Albert the buffalo. You can see he's a buffalo. He actually looks almost exactly like a buffalo. And his name is Albert. And isn't he beautiful? Huh?
Yes, he truly is.
Yes, so that's Albert. And here is his southern cousin from the Caribbean. You know, they have buffalo in the Caribbean also. This is his southern cousin Oliver. We've got Albert and Oliver. That's Oliver. And then here, from the North Pole, is his northern cousin, Olivia. Olivia is beautiful, is she not? Yes, Olivia. And last but not least, from the Amazon jungle, who do you think this is?
This is Theo.
How did you know it is? Hi, I'm Theo from the Amazon. Aren't I beautiful? Those are the 4 imaginary buffalo I'm working with today. I'm teaching them all how to read.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm. So that when we sit around the campfires out in the prairie, when we're doing the buffalo roundup, they can read stories. You know, campfire stories are the best.
So, Mr. Domino.
Yes, Mr. Sprinkle.
I heard that when you were about 8.5 years old, you got started in taming wild buffaloes when you were only like 8 years old. Is that true?
Well, I guess that is about how old I was. Let's see here. I was in 3rd grade, and Miss Hamilton, my teacher, she had a pet buffalo, but it was a rascal. It was not very well behaved, and she said that if there was any one of us 3rd graders that thought that they could teach that buffalo how to behave itself, that we'd get extra dessert at lunch. And I love desserts, so I raised my hand and volunteered, and that's how my buffalo training career took root, right then and there in third grade.
And I also heard that you got a bunch of cookies from helping
Mrs. Hamilton.
for also helping to feed the buffalo.
Well, first I got.
When you were like 11 years old.
Oh, well, that was a different story. Yes, that was when I was working on the buffalo fattening farm. And yes, I did a pretty good job of fattening up those buffaloes so that they could survive the harsh Wyoming winters. And I was rewarded with some wonderful, wonderful chocolate chip cookies. But going back to third grade, Mrs. Hamilton gave me, as I said, extra dessert at lunchtime, and it was what? Oatmeal raisin cookies. Oh, I can still remember it to this day.
Now, I have one last question before I have to return to my place.
Okay, I'm listening.
I suppose when young children learn how to care for these wild but beautiful buffaloes, they have to work hard to study the nature of these wild buffaloes and how to expand their minds to really write down some interesting questions all about them.
Well, that's true, because most of the children that come here don't know anything about buffaloes. They don't know the difference between a buffalo and a bison. I mean, if you can imagine that. And so the first thing I have them do is I have them read the 3 books that I've written about raising, tending, and training buffalo. And that takes quite a bit of reading because each book is 1,000 pages long. So that kind of keeps them quiet and out of trouble for the first 4 weeks of the camp. But then after they've finished reading those 3 books, then I give them a quiz to make sure they understood it. And if they understood everything that they read, then we go and we meet the buffalo, and I start teaching them how to train buffalo.
Well, Mr. Ralph Domino, you are one of my most honored neighbors out of all the neighbors I visited. You are the best.
Wow! That is high praise, Mr. Victor Sprinkle.
Yeah, you are just beloved by all the neighbors I ever visited.
Well, you know what my secret is?
Was it?
Snickerdoodles. I give all my neighbors snickerdoodles when they come to visit. Would you like a snickerdoodle?
I'm not sure if you have one.
Well, of course I do. Here.
Oh. Oh, it tastes good.
Better than good, Mr. Victor Sprinkle. They taste heavenly.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Well, I must be returning back to my place.
Oh, so soon?
Yes.
Okay. It was very nice to see you again.
I hope you say hi to the family.
I will. I will. You do the same.
Yes, I will.
Okay,
All right.
bye.
Okay, let's head back to my place. You know, it really gives me a honest feeling to be able to share with you young children that you are my special friend, and it also gives me a really beautiful feeling to know that I get to teach you many wondrous things about sharing and giving and thanking other people in the world around you and sharing some very happy thoughts about the people themselves and the people that think of you and their their own special ways in the people that thank you for being just who you are, as well as themselves too. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day, it's such a good feeling. A very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the week is new and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day and each week a special one for me. You know how, by just being you. There's only one person in this whole world who is exactly like you in every which way. And I'm so glad to be your television neighbor. And until next time, goodbye.